I'm not leaving without a date. Some real quick Mick here. I work at Mendy's, your favorite fast food place. We have interesting clientele that varies from snooty to homeless and just looking for food and shelter, to screaming at fellow patrons and accusing them of child molestation. This one takes the cake in its brevity and clear maliciousness. Man comes through line who always sexually harasses our young 8-month pregnant employee, Alexa. She dreads his daily quips. But today he crossed multiple lines. When she handed out the food, I pushed to do it for her, then got a new order so she just did it. I hear her yell, "Leave me the fork alone." He says to her, "Oh, don't play like that. I ain't leaving without a date." She is about to get madder, then suddenly changes her tune. "You know what? We'll just see." She was borderline flirty and I was confused. She lets me in on her plan. She calls the cops on him for putting hands on her. He stroked her arm while she handed out the food. He's waiting by the front lobby for 30+ minutes. Cops show up. Talk to Alexa, Wendy's manager, who didn't know much except the history of harassment. Yada yada yada. He finally gets his court date. That guy is disgusting. I wish your manager would have stepped up and protected their employees. The manager can ban him from the restaurant and refuse service just for being creepy and making gross remarks. This should have never been allowed to escalate to this point. You don't have to wait for a crime to occur to protect your employees. They have no idea how dangerous that man actually is. What if he waited in the parking lot for her shift to be over? No more Frosties for that guy. Or are they Mosties? Sir, this is a Mendy's. Lol, well played. His little reptile brain was probably so excited before the cops showed. Who hits on 8-month pregnant women? WTF. This is what happens when you take your weird pregnancy fetish from Tinder to the real world. Wow. Your manager should be fired for not banning this guy from the premises earlier. Sexual harassment shouldn't be tolerated from anyone for any reason. Definitely Mosties. Good for her for putting him in his place, hopefully jail. Hey Alexa, you're a champ. Sucks that she had to deal with that BS. Awesome MC on her part. You mean, Mendy's manager. Beautiful! Exclamation mark. And now I want mozzarella sticks. Tears of joy, tears of joy. Meanwhile in my country, I won't leave without a date. Then I guess you won't be leaving. Cocks guns. You turned the M upside down in the line with 30+ minutes, by the way. Sir, this is a Mendy's. That's terrible at all. Glad he got a date after all. But inquiring about minds want to know how is the soup at Mendy's. You mean Mendy's manager, right? Face with hand over mouth, face with hand over mouth. I just don't get it. Flirting is fine. But when the other person obviously isn't interested, you just stop. It's really not rocket science. Hopefully the creep gets slapped with something during court that stops this happening in the future. It should be last food place. Because that would be the last place you'd get food, but will if desperate. Fuck that guy, but she's pretty clever. That was a well thought out plan. Gotta give her credit for that.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.